Hey everyone, Jakinto here. So today, a bit of a different video, not a guide or Blood Death Knight video or anything like that. Just gonna be telling you what my plans are for WoW and for the channel are going forward. So as you can see, this is the Mythic Sire footage here. We did get the kill, spoiler alert, and luckily we got the kill last week with my guild clubhouse. Really lucky to be able to run with those guys. They're a great group of people, amazing guild to be a part of. But since we did get cutting edge, I do want to talk about what I'm doing going forward, as I am going to be making a few changes, just mainly on my focuses in WoW and what other platforms I'm going to branch out and try to go into with this channel as well. So as you may know, I've mainly been focusing on Death Knight in retail WoW for Shadowlands, playing Blood Death Knight in Mythic Plus and Unholy Death Knight in raids. I also have the series Surviving Pugs, where I play Survival Hunter in Pugs and try to get Torghast done, Twisting Corridors, raids, as well as Mythic Plus done. So those are the main two things I have been working on for the last couple months here, but now since I did get cutting edge, I thought it would be a good time to kind of change things up and just kind of take a different direction and see where my focuses are going to be on WoW. Let's see, where to start here. I guess first I'll talk about raiding in retail. I don't plan to mythic raid in retail in patch 9.1 or from here on out. I don't know, it's really nice. It was really fun to get cutting edge and get Mythic Sire down and go through Castle Nathria. But towards the end, especially working on Stone Legion Generals and then Sire, I really didn't feel the motivation into progressing in retail WoW for raiding. I'm not sure if it's just the repetition on the same bosses or the wipes over and over again, but it just really isn't appealing to me, especially going forward now too. I did start Shadowlands in a different guild that I'm in currently. I did have a lot of friends in that guild, but a lot of us left and went to different guilds. So even in my current guild, I mean, the people in it are awesome. They're really chill, but I haven't really made connections with them that, I kind of hang out with them after raid. I pretty much just log in, do the raid with them, and then I don't really talk to them a whole lot outside of that. That's my fault for not really delving into the guild atmosphere and making closer friends. I didn't really reach out to them outside of raid. I do have one buddy who came with me from the previous guild, and we talk a lot and we always play together. But apart from that, the kind of in-guild communication has just been during raids and to do with the raids, so not too much social out of that. That might have been one contributing factor too, since I don't have a lot of social life within the guild. It doesn't really give me a whole lot to stay for apart from the progression, but apart from that, I feel that the gear that you get from raid isn't as meaningful as like previous expansions too, because you can get such high item level gear from Mythic Plus and from PvP. You can pretty much gear just based on those two things alone. I mean, I know the last two bosses give 7 item levels higher loot, but even so, I mean, I think like 3/4 of my loot is all from the Great Vault. And it did feel kind of bad, to be honest. I felt like if I was raiding at the highest level, I should be rewarded with a bit more better loot rather than just doing like 1 to 10 plus 15 keys and getting, my best in slots. So without the social aspect or the gear really playing factors within the rating, it was mainly just about getting that progression, getting that 10 out of 10 mythic, that cutting edge. So right now, I don't plan to do any mythic rating in Shadowlands going forward, at least not in the near future. Maybe eventually I'll pick it back up again. But for now, I think I'll probably stick with normal and heroic rating just to kind of see the content and work through it. Not sure if I'll join a guild or not. If I do, it would probably just be like a 3-hour a week kind of thing. If not, I'll just kind of pug through and eventually see all the content. So with retail rating off the schedule, what am I going to fill my time with on WoW? Without retail rating, that really saves up 9+ hours of extra time that I'm able to spend on different aspects of WoW. Also, I only played on Holy Death Knight in raids because I couldn't find a raid spot as a Blood Death Knight, especially for the times that I kind of raid. I generally raid late night, and there just wasn't any Blood Death Knight tank spots that I could find last minute when I was looking for a guild, so I accepted the Unholy Death Knight spot. But now, since I won't be raiding on retail, I do want to focus more on the Blood Death Knight, and that means switching back Covenants to Venthyr, mainly for Blood Death Knight Mythic Plus. So that'll be really nice. It felt bad going from Venthyr to Necrolord because I played Unholy in raids, but it'll be really nice to swap back to Venthyr for that Mythic Plus there. I haven't really pushed Mythic Plus on the Blood Death Knight a whole lot in the past few weeks, but I definitely want to do a good push before the end of the season here, and do some more Mythic Plus in next season too. That kind of ties into other things that I want to talk about. So since I haven't really been doing Mythic Plus pushing, what have I been spending some time on? As I mentioned before, I do have the Surviving Pugs challenge series. It's been fun to do, definitely fun to experience a different class that's not in the meta. Survival Hunter, no one really plays it at a high level, so I do want to get that finished hopefully soon, as it has taken up a lot of my time during the weeks. That series has been fun too. The Blood Death Knight stuff, I'm mainly doing guides on, telling you my opinions on things, helping you out, hopefully improving your gameplay. Whereas the Surviving Pug series, it's more showing a bit more my personality and just me talking over a bit of gameplay there. That's probably most of the retail stuff I want to cover. Not raiding in retail, at least not in a set group in Mythic anymore. Do want to focus on Blood Death Knight Mythic Plus and finishing off Surviving Pugs series. If I have time, I do want to work on different classes in retail as well. I've been thinking like Demonology, Warlock, and Mistweaver Monk. I just really like those classes that are underperformers and just really seeing what I can do with them. But I'm not sure how much time I'll have to work on with those off classes because of the next kind of part of WoW that I'm working on. So as we all know, TBC Classic is coming out pretty soon, within the next couple months here. And I have been going back to Classic and playing that a little bit. I didn't really play it much up until like a month or two ago, but I have been going back there and leveling a character in preparation for TBC Classic. So with that said, I do plan to play TBC Classic a lot. I started my own guild with a few friends, and we started like just over a month ago, I think a month and a half ago, and we have just about a full raid roster now, which is awesome. So definitely really excited to go into TBC Classic and just play through the content. I played through the content when I was like 12 years old as a hunter, but I didn't do raiding a whole lot. I did like Karazhan Pugs as like a 12-year-old raid leader and a bit of other content here and there, a bit of Grill's Lair, a bit of the Eye. But yeah, playing through that again when I actually know what I'm doing, I think it's going to be pretty fun. And I'm going to be playing Prot Warrior. I haven't tanked in TBC at all, so that's going to be another cool experience too. Along with being a guild master and raid leader, both of which I've done in retail quite a few times, but I haven't done it in a little bit, so it should be fun. So once TBC Classic comes out, that's really going to be my main focus, just really making sure my character, the guild, and the raid team is all up to speed where they need to be. Then once that kind of settles down, I'll kind of go back to retail and kind of go back and forth. I'll do the raids on TBC and whatever else I need to do. And on retail, I'll probably just focus mainly on Mythic Plus on the Blood Death Knight. That's probably all the gameplay aspects of WoW that I wanted to cover here. But apart from that, I also do want to start streaming regularly, probably on Twitch. So I haven't really streamed a whole lot. I did stream a little bit back when I first started making videos on this YouTube channel, kind of when Shadowlands first came out there. You know, I didn't really have many viewers or anything. It was just my friends coming in on the stream, but I definitely want to give streaming a fair shot. Hopefully, informative, entertaining enough to watch. I'll definitely make sure to do that, but it's definitely something I'm gonna have to learn to do. But I do want to do that consistently. I'm not sure of my schedule yet, but just want to put it out there that I do want to start streaming on Twitch, and I'll keep you guys notified and updated on when that's gonna be. I also do want to start posting more content on Instagram and Twitter, as I do have those, but I haven't really used those, again, since I kind of created the channel, but I want to start being more active on that. You can definitely DM me on Instagram if you want to have a chat. If you want to talk about some stuff, that's probably a great way to get a hold of me, apart from the comments on YouTube here. Apart from all that, I have started more Blood Death Knight coaching. I have a link for Fiverr. I'm trying to make those prices, as cheap as possible. I have it's like $5 for like a log review, $10 for live coaching sessions. So that's something you're interested in. Definitely take a look at that. I do want to keep helping you guys improve with the Blood Death Knight as much as possible, so I'll include that Fiverr link down below in the description if you want that. So yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up everything I want to talk about. So going forward, Blood Death Knight Mythic Plus, finishing Surviving Pugs, WoW Classic, Guild, raiding, getting that character up, and maybe some other retail classes as well in Mythic Plus. And streaming, and maybe branching out into those other platforms as well. So that's kind of a summary of that's everything. That's a summary of everything I kind of covered. The video could have been, I guess, 15 seconds. But there you go. That's kind of my plans for WoW in the future. Also, just talk about the Sire pull a little bit. That was a really good pull. A really good pull for my damage. I was really happy with that. I think I finished with like 7k overall. And just really happy on my performance with the Sire kill here. I think I was pretty consistent with my pulls, so I was hoping that the kill wouldn't be the one pull which I completely messed up, but that didn't happen, luckily. But yeah, really excited for what's to come, the different WoW focuses and the other channel stuff and other platforms I'll be working on, and definitely gonna start streaming too. I think that'll be a really cool experience. But as always, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope this kind of gave you an insight on what I'm doing in the future and a bit more of my personality kind of showing as well. As of the time filming this video, we're just below 2,000 subscribers, which is amazing. When I first started making videos, I definitely didn't think that I'd be able to get here this quickly. So that's awesome. Thank you so much for all your support. When I first started making these videos, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I just dropped out of a university program. I was kind of contemplating everything about life, but I started making the videos. Took a few videos to kind of get anywhere, but after the initial Blood Death Knight video, that's kind of where it took off, and it's just been a great experience so far, interacting with all of you, reading all your comments, replying to them, and just having this community in general. You guys give me so much motivation into keep making videos, start streaming, and just branching out into everything else, so thank you so much. I really appreciate you a lot. That's it for me. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see y'all later.
Not back soon. Beware. Not back. Sleeves and killing. Beware. Everything we have. Kill.
Juicy guy.
Kill. Oh yeah. fucking juicy.
Fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Nice fucking job. That was clean.
Clean.